Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Taylor Price live stream. We'll be with you shortly. Ooh. All right. Just looking to have a better day today. Got my Speedway coffee. Starting off better. Yeah, yesterday was not a fun day for me. I had a lot of things that I had personally had to deal with that I wish I never had to deal with ever again. But that's life. So life always throws curveballs at you. You're never going to be ready for having to deal with uncertainty or job flux, that type of thing. But right now it's December 30th. It's not the most beautiful day outside. Yeah, it's a gloomy day. So we're inside streaming again. You know, I have some work I can do on the side here, sending emails and stuff like that. But right now, I want to have fun again. I've been mentally going through it. So today is another day to work on my mental health and do things I like to do and have some fun, or at least attempt to. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. I want to play games that I'm going to have fun playing, so that is the goal. The grind for Call of Duty right now is a little, it's wearing on me. So, with it being a Saturday, I think the first thing I'm going to do is get a dub on the board. So we're going to go do some Wordle. And, yeah. To see if we can attack this Wordle and have some fun. I forget what the word that I used to use was. That was a really good word to get like a lot of the vowels out of the way. Oh yeah, that's right. Audio. Audio is my word to kind of be like the discovery word. To try to find out. I mean, one of these days I'm gonna try to get it on the first try. But this is what we're going with. Literally not a single letter that I chose was in there. So that just lets me know that there's no A, U, D, I, or O. And that this word is going to be tough. Huh. Huh, huh, huh. Okay, there's an E and a T. There's no SLP. There's no AU, I, or O. Okay, all right. That's not a word. Yeah. Not a word. Mirth? I think it is a word, spelled differently. Do, 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 do. Not a word. Okay. Three is the word? Oh my god. Hey, we got it. We got it in 4. We're starting a new streak. I think this is a new account I didn't mean to do, but yeah. That's hilarious. The word was 3. Don't go giving this out to other people. That's hilarious. That's confusing because like I use audio as my main word to like uncover what's going on. I know based off of that first guess that there is a few words that can be that I usually know. They're usually pretty simple too, so you're not. It's not trying to go too crazy on Wordle. But 3 and there were the 2 words that were like screaming at me, and I could have guessed those on like the 2nd or 3rd try, but I was like, I need to discover more. I don't like duplicating letters. Like if I'm going to use E twice, I got to know that what the word is. But on my 3rd guess, I guessed 3 just to be safe, or there instead of 3. Should have reversed it, but I would have won on the 3rd try. 3. That's life. Oh. So if I don't want to do the grind for Call of Duty at the moment, it's one thing we can go do and have some fun is probably some MLB The Show. Actually, what I should do is re-download PGA. I do miss that game. Playing some golf rounds. Just chill golf rounds. PGA 2K, where is it? Yeah. I'm gonna reinstall that game. It's probably gonna take a little bit, but it's 14 gigs. Not bad. Not the worst. I was pretty good at PGA 2K21 and made some money playing it in tournaments online. I was okay at the game. Wasn't the best. I was probably top 10, top 5 maybe. Maybe top 5. I don't know. I wouldn't put myself there. I know like 4 or 5 guys I would put above me in that game. But I was close. I was maybe 6 or 7. At my peak, I was probably like 2 or 3, but I mean, I don't think I was ever the best player in that game. I had moments where I could beat some of the best, and I don't think that you have to be consistent to be considered the best. PGA 2K21 was so much fun at the time. Like I was playing a lot of wagers. I was playing tournaments. I mean, there were tournaments online that were really competitive with the best guys, and it was all about respect. I mean, in some of those tournaments, it really was just, I mean, you were fighting for in-game currency, but like once you were really good, your in-game currency was so high, it didn't matter. Like 3,000, 5,000 in-game currency didn't matter. To some like rookie players, like that's a lot of money because it helps them buy clubs and stuff in the game. And like I already had the best clubs in the game because I just was good at the game. You can get good clubs by just playing. And that's why with the addition of boosts and stuff like that in PGA 2K23, I don't even understand them. And I'll play against people and like they'll hit the ball super far and I'm just like, okay. So on some courses, like you have to be 300 plus in the fairway. But some of these courses, I'm just like, I'm not going to sacrifice distance for the inconsistency of my swing. So waiting for that to finish installing, and we can play some PGA. I used to play solos against people all the time, 1v1 match play. Getting dubs on the season. Let's see what we can do. For me, it's all about having fun on the game. What's my cat doing back there? Pepper, what are you doing, dude? I'll see him right here. What is he doing? Trying to read the sign back there, bud? Oh no, he's hopping up there. That's my black cat Pepper for you guys. He's that guy right there. It's my cat. He's so cute. Love that guy. Alright, we're on the game. We got the game all ready to go. Some PGA 2K23. Move my camera up here. It's out of the way. Can't remember where a good camera spot for this is. That's right. There is lots of apparel. There's clubhouse passes. That's right. That's right. What's in the PGA 2K23 Battle Pass? Let's be 24. So no, they just give you a lot of stuff that you don't need. Lots of stuff you don't need. But my career and my competitiveness are here. I could probably play a practice round, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna go straight into it. Go straight for the dubs. Oh, my rank got reset. Okay. Is there a way to see like my previous rankings? I guess not. I can't remember. I think I got to the orange one or the purple one, and then I stopped. Just it wasn't invested as much into it. Let's have some fun. Let's win a golf match. Ha, me on the tee first. Let's go. I have to take a practice swing. Slow, okay. There we go. A little slow. Dang it. Okay. Okay. I gotta get used to this again. I haven't played this in forever. I gotta move this down a little bit. There we go. Perfect placement. He hits one right down the center. Nice shot there, Meyer Lansky. Well, I gotta club up to just to get this ball to the green. Get there, ball. Go. Hit that ridge. Perfect. Sit down, ball. Very nice. That's how you get that ball out of the rough, baby. Gotta make the putt, though. Putting is one of the hardest things in real life. In this game, I think PGA 2K21, I was lights out putting. I think that was by far the best I've ever putted in any golf game, period. Wow, great shot. He said, somebody's closer. Yeah. Gotta make this putt. Oh my god, that bends. Okay. Wow. He's got a pretty straight on putt, doesn't he? Lucky guy. That's what happens when you don't make your putts. First hole, I'm already down. That's great. Just looking at my calendar, I forgot that I wrote I'm off these last couple days because I have a big conference I'm going to in Orlando very, very soon. Nice swing. This man hit it. Dude. 309. 309. Nice shot. Ooh, a little fast. I'm in the sand. Awesome. A rough start to the day. Come on, buddy. You got this. Oh, no. He hit it. He shanked it wide left. Dang. Poor guy. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hit out of this. So. Yeah, you're lucky, dude. I have to hit a straight shot out of here. We're both kind of screwed here. I'm on the green. But I could have been closer. And this guy's going to probably knock it close. Ooh, that probably rolled out way more than he wanted to. Okay. I still got the putt coming down. Stay up, ball. Oh my goodness. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. I think this guy's got the putt read thing. I think that's a little cheating if you ask me, but they put it in the game, you can use it. I think it's a dumb thing to have in the game because in real life there's no way to like get a read like that. Going fast? It's twice in a row I've gone fast. Okay. Okay. Still getting the hang of this. It's a good shot. It's gonna land perfectly for him. Oh, maybe not. I thought he'd be on the green. Tap and birdie. Now when you're that close, it's easy to chip. There you go. Finally tied a hole. Nice drive. Left side. Strong side. Slow? Come on, game. What are we doing here? Like, I'm split in the middle, and apparently I'm not. It's a little frustrating. I'm copying the same cadence I did it on the practice swing I did, and whatever. It's the same exact swing, and I haven't changed it in yet. Saying my cadence is off or something? Like, I doubt it, because I have the tempo down. Like, that's the whole point of me doing the practice swing, was to measure the tempo, and I know it. There it is. And it gave me a perfect there. Damn. I wanted to be closer. Yes, let's go. I don't need that read thingy that this guy's got. Because I guarantee it's showing him the line right now. Yeah, that's the most cheatingest thing I've ever seen, is when it legitimately just tells you where to putt. Granted, this guy's had some pretty easy putts, but like, there's just no way like to make the game more or to make the game less. This is the easiest way to make the game less competitive, is to literally make a feature that makes it so people who can't actually read the greens correctly get a little boost. Like, that's just, to me, is a little fake. I'm in the sand trap. Fucking cool, game. That's golf for you. I'm gonna lose because this guy's using a putter thing that allows him just to see the line. I'm gonna put that on. I'm just gonna put it on so that I never lose a game. Yeah, let's make it easier for shitty players to be good at the game. And this guy's not bad at all. This guy's making great shots before he gets to the green, but it's just, to me, like, when you add something like that to the game, it it dilutes the actual skill of the game. This dude's gonna have a lengthy putt, and it's gonna be nothing for him because he has a thing that allows him to just see where to hit it. Yeah, there's no way he's not. There's just no way he doesn't have a line thing on his right here. Like, there's just no way. Just so funny how that works, dude. Notice how I didn't take 15 fucking years to swing the club. Like this guy. This guy takes 12 years to hit a shot. Every putt he looks over, every shot he looks over, like, dude, hit the damn ball. Make him make the putt first. Yeah, he waits to adjust for the line thing to go, then he adjusts, and then he waits again, and then he does it. That is the cheapest fucking shit. It's so cheap, dude. It's the lamest way to play. Damn. Look at this fucking hole, dude. Oh, that's so frustrating. And I make the comebacker. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Take off the putter lines, dude. Take off the putter lines, dude. It's not fun to play against. It's so lame, dude. It's so lame. I know, I'll use putter lines to help me read the greens. I'm good at the game. You have no fucking skill if you use that shit. Like, it's Please don't tell me that that's a real thing in this, because I saw it on somebody's stream and I thought they were just playing a local or something, but if it's a real thing, like maybe that's why I don't want to play this. Putt path boost. I have no idea what that means. Putt path. I don't know if that's a thing, but whatever. I'll put it on. I'll have everyone else's fucking shit on. I just don't get what that means. Like, I don't get what any of this shit means. Like, why did they do this? Why did they make archetypes? Why did they put this in here? It's confusing. I love playing games where, like, they just give people fucking extra ways to be cheap in play. People do that in like Warzone. They just play with the gimmicky shit. You do it in every game. You play Fortnite, double pump. Like, yeah, playing with the meta is fine, but like allowing for true skill to come out is what I like. Adding like false ass things like a putt path is ridiculous. This guy's name is Totally McNut. Yeah, that's fine. Fast. Sit down. Fast. Fast. I hit it fast. I hit it too hard. No, I didn't. Hit it right in. Oh. No excuses. I literally just brain farted there. Why is everything so slow all of a sudden? Okay. Oops. There we go. There we go. That was a straight putt. Like, that was the easiest putt ever. This guy, I mean, this guy looks like he just started playing too. Why did that have such a long animation? Why? I didn't care. Here we go. We rocked that freaking ball. Let's go. I don't even care if it's in the rough. I'm 50 yards out. Copied me. He copied me. Okay, hit a little too hard. That was a way better shot than I made. Scheiße. Nope, I missed. Just kept going. And I make the comebacker again. What is it with me and the comeback putt? Oh no, totally McNutt. You can't miss those. You need to make those. And you missed that one too. No, buddy. Okay, no, that's not good. Oh no, slow-mo, right into that sand pit. Ugh. Ooh, what a great splash shot. Ooh, he almost made that. Nice putt. Up 2. That's what I was down last time. Ah, slow. Wanted a little bit of draw on that. Ooh. I have to lay up. The perfect layup. I'm not going to try to go for that. It's craziness. He went for it. He went for it. That's why that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't do that. Because I knew that was going to happen. Oh, you're kidding. No, I did not. That was the same exact tempo that I always do. Okay. Whatever you say, game. It just decides when a good shot's gonna go, I guess, because I did the same exact tempo as I always do. And it said it was fast. It's just picking and choosing when to go fast and very fast and very slow. What are we talking about here? I've kept the same tempo this entire time. I haven't changed it. And sometimes it's perfect and sometimes it's not. That doesn't make any sense. It's the same tempo and now it's slow. Explain that. Is my controller broken? Somebody explain this to me. I'm doing the same tempo. What? Did they change that? I want to know how I missed that. I want to know. Now we're even because the game is just picking and choosing when it wants my swing meter to work. Like, I will admit when I am messing up or not having the right timing, but every single time I'm doing the same thing, it's telling me I'm not. This is the same tempo I just did it with, and it was perfect before, and now it's fast. Explain this to me. Explain it, game. You have to explain it. That's slow now. Same tempo, different result. An explanation is owed to me. I'm turning off the controller, resetting it, doing everything I can right now because what in the hell is going on? That's closer to perfect. That was closer to perfect. Okay. Okay. That was better. Maybe my calibration was off. Do I have to do the new calibration again? Did they add that back again? Don't tell me. You have to swing calibrate every time again. On the driving range, don't tell me I have to swing calibrate. I don't want to calibrate my swing every single time I play this game. Just to get the right swing down. I don't want to do that. That happened that happened in PGA 2K21, where you literally, before every single match I would play, before every wager, before every ranked game, I would have to recalibrate my swing in the game, which is something you have to do on the driving range. So you have to go to a whole nother mode just to get your swing to work. It was a very frustrating experience. If I have to do that again, just to get my controller and swing to be the same, like, I don't like that. It's closer to normal. It was closer to perfect than the last couple were, even though it's the same tempo. Maybe it's a slightly off, but that's like the micrometers that I'm off is that. It shouldn't be that drastic. It's craziness. It's craziness. Oh, I wanted that to hang up there a little longer. Dang. Probably fast on that chip too. I mean, this guy wasted no time. Ooh, he almost made that. It was a nice putt. Yeah, I like this guy. I like playing with this guy. He's quick. He knows what he's doing. Last guy took 8 years to decide. All right. Last hole, let's win it. Down the right side. Yeah, nice swing. Put it in the fairway, son. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. It's beautiful. I swing first. Right. Perfect again, baby. Sit right there. Bang! Let's go. See what happens when I just had to turn my controller off and then on. Like the modem. Like the modem. I gotta turn it off and turn it on. Oh, I thought he was gonna clear that. I actually feel bad for this guy. I like him. Plays quick and easy. If he would have made that. Okay, I gotta make the putt now. Oh, I choked it. I choked. We're going to extras because I choked. Oh my god. All right, par 3. Let's go. Par 3, 219. Oh yeah, this hole. And then I hit a very fast. Excuse me again? Excuse me. Okay. Love it. Love this game. So happy. I'm gonna have to recalibrate my swing. Gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so much fun to do. Imagine if I made that. That'd have been so sick. He's closest to the pin, so I have to win this, otherwise I lose. Oh no, I thought he was gonna be close. Okay, I can win this still. Unless he makes this. Unless he makes it. Oh, I can win this with a walk-off putt. Didn't stay up. He wins. Good game. Ah! Hello, Lily. How are you today? Hopefully me losing is cheering you up. Me choking a win. It's been fine. I mean, I had a really terrible day yesterday. Started out waking up way earlier than I wanted to today because of my cat. I love my cat. He's the cutest little guy, but he stepped on my nuts this morning to wake me up. He was really hungry, so I guess that was his way of saying, hey, wake up, man. I'm hungry. But Lily, how are you today? Hope your day's good. I have 0 wins so far. I've only played twice, but I haven't played this game in a long time. Wait, the season's ending in 6 days? Okay, didn't know that. I played a lot of PGA 2K21. I think 2K21 was my better game. Yeah, I was way better at that. They added new things to this game that I don't like as much, but still fun. And I'm determined to get a win, at least a few more wins today. At least one before I go play something else. But no, I was wearing boxers, but it's just like if you sleep facing up, you know, like with your back, he loves. Like I lay on my back a lot, like either on my sides or my back. I'm not I guess a chest sleeper, unless I'm like deep in sleep. But if I'm on my back, that dude in the morning has to like wake me up. He likes to bite my chin. He likes to rub his face on my face, like. So before he gets to my chest, instead of just jumping straight from the side of the bed, he likes to go from the end, from my feet, and walk all the way up. He does this consistently. He is like a marksman sniper. Like, he is a record holder for like successful nut shots. He's gonna go down in history, Hall of Famer. Like, my cat, he every morning, without fail, does 3 things. Steps on my nuts to wake me up. He will sprint to the kitchen the second my foot hits the ground after I get out of bed. And then he will run his head into my shin as I get to the kitchen. He loves to headbutt. And when he headbutts, he misses. Like, he tries to hit the side, but he hits the center of his forehead, like right on your leg. I've kicked him in the head on accident so many times. I've stepped on him. He does not care. He doesn't meow. He doesn't yelp. He doesn't do anything. He's a resilient little cat. But I am worried, man. He don't miss. I think it's a little column A, a little column B, but he definitely doesn't miss. Like, he's got shooters. And those shooters got shooters. Because, like, I ain't never seen no cat. I've never seen a cat just always do that. Every morning. It's so mind-numbing that he hasn't learned. But it's probably all the kicks to the face, if I had to guess. All the times I've kicked him in the face that he just doesn't remember. Oh yeah, Dad doesn't like that. Oh, I don't remember. Well, he's also neutered, so he doesn't know what nuts are. He doesn't know what that feels like. It's not even abusive, man. Like, I love him to death because he looks like a teddy bear cat. Like, he just looks like if you picture teddy bear fur, that's the type of fur my cat has. His mom had long hair and his dad had short hair. So he has that in between where he has that very, like, fluffy teddy bear feel. So you pick him up and you're like, oh my god, this cat is so cute, so fluffy, so easy. He loves to be pet. He doesn't hiss, doesn't do any of that. Great cat. Also steps on my nuts every morning. I don't know how to feel about it. Because I love him. He's right there. He's right on the couch right here. Just chilling. Just chilling. Just look at him back there. The black void. He's just a black void. You can't see him. Pepper. Pepper. Don't ignore me. Hey. Hey. Look at the camera. There you go. Can't even see his eyes. Can't even see him. Can't even see him. Love that little guy. Funny cat. Just has issues with my nuts. Maybe he has beef with it. I don't know. Yeah, you can't see him. He blends in the middle of the night. He's like a shadow. He's like a ghost. All of a sudden, you just see like a dark shadow moving, and you're like, oh, and he runs into your legs. I twisted my knee going up the stairs the other day in the dark because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. This is gonna be great. I don't know. This is a PC family friendly stream. Thank you. I came up on your YouTube recommended. Awesome. I appreciate that, Tatsu. I guess you could call me a variety streamer. I stream whatever game I feel like playing on the day, and I have a podcast. I do a bunch of stuff. I produce podcasts for other people. I do voiceover work. I haven't done voiceover in so long. I used to do like ad reads for people and like their commentary videos. I would do their commentary for them. I was the voice of two like unfaced channels for a while until they were like on to other things, I guess. But either way, I appreciate that I come up in the recommended. This is a first. Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate it. I do have Insta. I think it's Taylor Price Pod. You look at it. I think that's supposed to be my Insta. I gotta get back into using Insta more because my brother is he is so good at social media. I almost want him to run it for me because he's a smart kid. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, it's Taylor Price Podcast. Let's type that in the chat. Taylor Price Podcast. Let's see if I can make this putt. Downhill, 1 foot, left to right slider. It's gonna be fun. Come on, ball. It didn't even slide. Man. I like this guy's fit. The purple. I like the purple. He made it. Oh, what's today? Today's Saturday, so that means the Lions and Cowboys play today. Ugh. I don't care about either one of those teams, especially the Lions, because they beat the Vikings. I'm a Vikings fan, unfortunately. Yeah, years of abuse. That's the abusive relationship I'm really in. Is with the Vikings, because they treat me like shit. I love them unconditionally. They treat me like garbage. They will crush if you're a Vikings fan, I commend you. I commend all of us for having to deal with a team that is always the bridesmaid and never the bride. Not even the bridesmaid. Ooh! Ooh! DM me what? What are you DMing me? I get DM requests usually never, so follow you back. I don't know who. It doesn't tell me who's recently followed me, so I'll have to figure that out here in a second. There it is, Lily Smith. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty much losing a bet with myself, like, which is literally like, hey, let's bet my sanity on this game. Let's bet that the Vikings will win so that my sanity stays intact. But it also doesn't. I also don't mention the fact that during the game I lose my mind too, because watching them is like, if you saw my blood pressure, it would literally be a roller coaster. Especially in past years when we've had a way better quarterback with Kirk Cousins, and I never trashed him as much as other people did. There were some decisions that he made that I think were bad, but man, dude, everyone appreciates him now that he's gone. It's just a miserable experience being a Vikings fan. I don't recommend it to anybody. If you're from another country, if you're from like another state and you're looking for a team, don't pick the Vikings. If I used to do Vikings watches when I lived in, I would like do live reactions to games, and I watched what was it, the Doink, where I have a reaction on this YouTube channel somewhere where I reacted to us winning a game because the opponent's kicker like knocked it off the uprights. Oh, that was short. Dang. Bad shot. Actually, I kind of like this. This is better than I thought it would be. Sit, 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 sit. No, now I'm right next to this guy. Golf is hilarious. In real life, golf is just like this. Like you never know where the ball's gonna go. I might just putt this. Get in there, ball. Let's go. Straight putt, baby. Yeah, why chip that? Just waste your time. Yeah, I've always been a Minnesota Twins and Vikings fan. Never always a Timberwolves fan, surprisingly. Although I grew up being, everything Minnesota, I think the Timberwolves are just always... I was more a fan of the players. So... I am decent. I mean, I'm not as good as I used to be when I played every day. I play a lot of sim golf now. I don't like simulation golf as much as I like real golf, but I play a lot more simulation golf in the past few years than I have in real life. It's just quicker, it's easier, it's cost effective. Like if I want to get 2 or 3 rounds in a day to get my swings in, I can play for 2 hours at a simulator and get that in. I can get all 180 swings I want to get in, 200 swings, whatever it is. If you're swinging more than 200 times in a day with a golf club, you're doing way too much swinging. You should not swing more than 150 times. And that's with either with or without contact. Like you're just going to get fatigued, and swing fatigue is the ultimate killer of a good round, a good tempo. Like people just overdo it. I used to overdo it. I used to be on the range and hit a golf ball every second. Like I wouldn't. Okay, this is how my mind works. I try to excel at everything, but then I also not just want to excel at. I want to get good at it as quick as possible. So I thought, and this is just my brain, the more times I do something over and over again, the better I'll get at it. In baseball, in other sports, it's kind of how it works, but I mean, there's fatigue that takes into account. But in golf, this isn't a fatigue sport where you're like going out there and having to deal with like exhaustion, like in basketball and like football. In baseball, you don't have to deal with it that much, but it's definitely there. Like the longer the game goes on, like the more your arm gets tired if you're a pitcher. But literally, like golf is a mind game. It's such a mind game because the second you take yourself out of it mentally, you're gone. You're done. You could be swinging it the best you've ever swung, like in terms of like pure like hitting the ball and all this stuff. But if you don't have it up here, if you don't strategize and like play your game, like dude, and all that comes from like if you overdo it on the driving range before you even get to your round, or like when you're practicing, like you're never gonna know what that feels like when you get into late into a round and you got a good score going and then your heart's beating and you're trying to hit a good shot and then you just shank it. Like that happens to me all the time. I'll be having a great round and I get in my head and it's because I swung too many times. I did this, I did that. It's like, all right, let's practice how we play. When I go to the driving range, I'm going to practice how I play. I'm going to hit a driver. I'm going to hit an iron. I'm going to hit a short iron. I'm going to hit a driver. I'm going to hit an iron. I'm going to hit a short iron. And I'm going to play around in my head on the driving range just so that like I'm not hitting, not fatiguing myself trying to overdo it, trying to get comfortable with the swing. I mean, sure, when you're just learning, that was a terrible terrible tempo. Sir, when you're learning the game, the best thing to do is to, like, yes, get on the range, swing a bunch of times, get the right swing down. But if you don't know what the right swing is and you're just pounding away at nothing, like, what do you get out of it? That was terrible too. Those are 2 terrible swings in a row while I'm trying to explain. But yeah, I don't know. Golf to me is such a mind game. I like career mode in this. It's okay. I like animations. I like being able to feel like I'm in a tournament and stuff like that. I overdid it last year on PGA 2K21. Like I played so much that I couldn't even play the career mode. Like I was playing wagers, I was playing tournaments, so like the career mode bored me so quickly because there was no incentive for me. But now I don't do that. I don't play in those tournaments anymore, and career mode is a very fun way to kind of just, I turn the difficulty up really high and I try my best to win. I don't like games where I'm like easily winning. I have a very, very hard time with that. Because in some games, like, casual fun comes from just playing the game. I don't think there's a lot of casual fun in competing in games like this. Like, you're generally trying to be the best you can be, and that's what's fun. That's usually what's fun to me about things, is like trying to be the best at it. So casual games are harder for me because I'm such a nutcase. Fast? No, not fast. Not when it's critical time. It's the 8th hole, man. This guy's playing well too. I like it. He's had a few shots where you just are like, ugh, but so have I, so. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good opponent, and he's playing fast. I like it. Get in the oh, it just rolls out. Oh no! I gotta make this. Dang. He's going to be up 1. Going into the last hole. I'm not going to get a win in these first 3 games. I'm rusty today. Yep. Called it. Alright. I could tie it going into the last hole, but I choked last time, so let's not do that this time. He swings away first on a par 4. Okay. Hit a good shot, my man. I want to have a good competitive round here. We've had a good one so far. I've just shanked the ball all over the place in the back half of this. We can win this, though. Play a more conservative shot. There we go. Wrapped it just barely around that tree. My God. I'm trying not to sell. And I sold. What? I swear, I'm doing the same timing, but there's something going wrong with this. Maybe it's the controller. I've definitely worn this controller out from Call of Duty, but I'm not trying to make that excuse. It's just a terrible, terrible timing, I guess. Alright. I'm gonna flop this. Dang, that was my shot to win that. I needed to make a flop shot. Oh, I'm trash. I'm trashed. Give you advice on what? What would you like to know? If it's on golf, I got you. If it's on this game right now, it's probably not. You probably don't want to take it from me. Let's be real here. I'm not playing my best today. he's got to make this to win the game. Yep. Good game. Good game from this guy. I've choked 2 times in a row now. I'm 0-3. I'm not having a good day. Life advice. Aha. Well, what about, my friend? Depends on what it is. I'm not going to say I'm the guru of everything, but I can do my best to give you what I think would be... Or I could give you bad advice. Do the opposite of what I say. You could do that too. Do the opposite of what I did here. But you found me and you recommended. I do appreciate that part. Yeah, if you want some advice on anything, just ask. I'm always here. I like to interact with the chat, and so if you guys have questions, by all means. What kind of life advice would you need? If you want to have a better day, let's start with that. What do you need? There's always crazy things going on in people's lives. You never know what is going to go on. You can never fully understand or grasp what other people are going through, but you can always sympathize. You can always try your best. Well, happiness. Life advice around happiness. I think we all struggle with that. That's something that you can never fully understand. Your happiness is going to change. Your body chemistry changes every day. How are you supposed to find the answer to something that's so complex like that? I mean, happiness has to come from within first and foremost. It's one thing I've learned. If I'm going to have a good day, if I'm going to have a better outlook on what's going to happen, there needs to be perspective before that. And you have to go in with the option of there being something good gonna happen. I've never just full-heartedly just had whole happiness every single day. But I think what everyone's looking for is that consistent happiness where they can not feel so bogged down by those negatives. Because everybody says, I've heard this a million times, the negatives always far outweigh the positives. That's why when somebody calls you a bad name or they come at you a certain way, you feel that. There's a heavy weight to that. But happiness has a weight too, and it's how much weight you put into it. You got to balance your own scales. Your scales will only be balanced by your effort, your motivation. So if you struggle with any of that stuff, ask yourself, are you giving yourself a chance? Are you opening up? Are you allowing those opportunities to even have a chance to start? I know plenty of people that just stop before they even give themselves a chance. I've done it to myself. You can't cut your legs off before you even get started, before you get running. It's the whole purpose. Joseki, hey, how you doing today? If today is about getting better at stuff, if today's about feeling better about your life, if today's about any of that, there has to be the option for it to begin with. If you're just going in there with cards stacked against you because you just decide in the morning, I have a negative thought, I'm going to let it roll through me. You got to win that battle right away. I try to win it every morning. I can't say I do win it every morning, but I try to win it every morning. Not let the negative thoughts win. I used to sell beauty products in Sam's Club. If I was gonna be successful at doing that, I couldn't let one bad customer get in the way. If I'm gonna have a good day, I can't let one bad thought get in the way. Selling beauty products was not easy. It became easier once I knew what I was doing, once I understood the right way to say things, the right way to approach people, break the ice, because it didn't matter what I was selling at that point. Confidence is key. Giving yourself a chance to even Before I even could sell those products, I had to tell myself I could do it. I told myself a million ways from Sunday, I can't sell beauty products. I don't know what I'm doing. But when I finally told myself I could, it opened it up. Well, hey man, look, being angry and being stuck on something that probably it could be a grudge. I don't know what it is that you're holding on to. I've been there. I used to hold on. I feel like I'm one of the best people at holding grudges because I used to, with friends who used to mess with me, all that stuff, I was very good at that. But you can't, that negative energy sometimes can be so controlling. I think about it like, I don't know, like Star Wars. I mean, the Force, the dark side. Why is it so appealing? It's because in life, there's balance. And when you have so much good and something bad happens, you feel like, all right, I went so negative. I'm so far in the negative. There's no way to get back to positive. Even if a positive things happen, you can't track it because you're like, oh, I'm already negative. I used to do that. I used to do that so much. I had a point system in my head. Like if a good thing happened, points go up. Bad things happen, points go down. And so many bad things happened in a row, the points kept going down. And if you don't have consistency of like good things happening, especially when you're that negative, you can never feel like the positive is even ever going to affect that negative number. You don't have consistency. Yeah, exactly what I just said. So if you don't have consistency, if you don't see that, it's hard to see it. It's so hard to see it. And sometimes there isn't a consistency, but you have to take that extra step regardless. Because like I said, if you're so negative, if your point system, you know, what causes you to feel so negative, if you're so far down there that even if a good thing happens, you can't see it as a positive, yet you still feel like you're negative, then there's a new way that we have to start our day. Every single good thing that happens is a win. And there is no going back from that. Those points count and you're in the positive for the day. Who cares about the last day that you were negative already? You have a new day. It's like a new golf round. You can't go negative before your round starts, so you have to be at neutral when you start your round. Go out there, start the day with a positive. In golf, going negative is good, so that's different. But what I mean is starting your day off with a positive and hanging your hat on it might be the key to developing that consistency every single morning. Like, hey, I did this every single morning. I won this morning. What if it is just like, oh, if I win if I work out today because my body is getting better? That's a win. Hang your hat on that. I did the thing that made me win today. I got to win. Video games are frivolous, man. Like I just played 3 games in a row and I lost. You think I care? I mean, of course, like the inner competitor in me cares, but like, why would I place so much, I guess, weight on a video game that I can go and play again? You're going to have another day. You're going to have another time to get that win. So if you get one, hang your hat on it. Even if you're already in the negative, if you've been there in the past, that's the step. That's your next step. That's where I was. That's what I did. You can try that, and if it works for you, awesome. But if you need help with something like that and you really want to talk to a professional, I very strongly agree with counseling. I agree with it so much. The medications, not so much, but that's just me. I had adverse effects to medication. That's different. But counseling, oh yeah. I wouldn't have the outlook on life or the coping mechanisms, the way to get through the day if it wasn't for that. If there wasn't a Bonnie or whatever her name was. I don't want to give away her actual name, but she was great. My first therapist, my first counselor was so good at identifying when I would go negative and fixate on it instead of allowing me to fixate on it. She gave me a tool to help me shrug off all of those negative thoughts. Because the second you can't control them, you shouldn't put more weight in them the second you can't control something, it should have far less weight on what you care about and what you feel than the things you do control. Because the things you do control have so much more weight. You get to control them. You get to have the things that are going for you. You don't have to force any of that. I don't feel horrible. Thanks for the support. What games do you play? Oh, yeah, I play... Right now, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, only because I've been on the grind. I get fixated on challenges. I'm a completionist at heart. So, Call of Duty, the camo grind has always been a thing for me since Call of Duty 4. Modern Warfare. Believe it or not, guys, and I probably shouldn't bring this up, but my age, like, I'm 30 years old. I know I don't look like it, but I'm 30 years old. So Call of Duty 4 was like prime for me. Like that was great. Black Ops 2 was great. All the games before Black Ops 2 were great, but Call of Duty 4 and Black Ops 2, by far the best Call of Duties. And that's where I got all of my like fixations in video games on like camo grind and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been playing COD since Call of Duty 4. That game, man, that was. If you played Xbox 360 and you didn't play Call of Duty 4, I feel bad for you, son. That and Halo 3. I was really good at Halo before that too, and I would go to circuits and MLG combines for Halo 2 and 3 when I was 13, 14 years old. So, yeah, man, I'm old. I got refused at bars because I look so young. Like, that happens all the time. All the time. I got told I looked like I was 12 years old by one of my favorite broadcasters in Minnesota. He told me I looked like I was 12. Yeah, it's just something I deal with, I guess. Always, no matter where I go. Other states, especially other states, they don't know your license, so they check it and look at it and do all the fun stuff. From one of my previous jobs, I used to work at a bank. I used to see people's IDs all the time, and I could tell you a lot of the time like what a good fake ID looked like, but we can never take them. Ever been sniping? Yes. Team Taj's grind stuff. I should have mentioned that as well in Call of Duty 4. All the way up to Modern Warfare 2, I was camo grinding, but then Modern Warfare 2, I got into sniping. I got into quick scoping. I was with a team called Daft for a while. They were a EU base, and they were trying to go to get some US players, and they would play with Marathon Pro. Every single one of them instead of sleight of hand. They loved Marathon Pro. They were Marathon Pro snipers, and it was like a badge of honor if you could get really good with Marathon Pro sniping. Because there were, I mean, I did those like HQ battles. I mean, quickscope battles where like all four of you guys are sniping. You're trying to do headquarters, that type of thing. Like, dude, that was a scene. That was a crazy scene for a while there. One of my favorite things to do on Call of Duty was play Michael Myers, like with my cousins. Like, we would get out of the map on purpose on Call of Duty 4. Like, that was legitimate. Like, the private matches, I would play a lot more private matches sometimes than I would Search and Destroy with those guys. And we were like a squad of 6 going into Call of Duty S&D games. Like, yeah, I think that's the pinnacle right there. It was like Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, like when you're running with 6 people, like that was fun for me, man. I couldn't tell you how many hours of that game I probably put in. It was a lot. My cousin too, like we changed our names. We had like a whole clan going too. At one point all of us had like a Mushroom Kingdom character. I was like King Boo, one of us was Yoshi, one of us was Mario, one of us was Luigi, like X space Mario space X. Like it's just so dumb. Had X's in our names and shit like that. Like we did the Royal Flush at one point. That was interesting. Yeah. That was an interesting one too. My brother didn't want to change his name because he ended up being the Queen. Hey, reminiscing is not bad. Call of Duty had the greatest scene back in the day. I mean, they still do have a good scene, but like the CDL and like all this other stuff, like I like Warzone. I haven't played it in Modern Warfare 3 yet. I probably should just to kind of get the feel of it. But yeah, I lost touch with Call of Duty, at least like on the competitive side of things. Like I love watching YouTubers who still play the game, really for funny moments. And I think that's what I like now more than anything, is just fun moments on Call of Duty instead of competitiveness. Because like I'll watch somebody play competitive, and it's almost like when I watch golf. Like I feel like I have to go play. Like if I'm watching COD that's ranked, like I definitely want to go play it. And there's not a ranked playlist yet, and there will be, I'm sure. Which I will play for sure. That's the one I know I will play. Warzone. I don't know. I don't know what it is about battle royales. Ever since I got sick of Fortnite, it just wasn't fun anymore. Quit COD a couple years ago. Battlefield 1, yes. I think it was Bruce Green from the no, he's from he is from Machinima, right? No, he's from Funhouse. That's right, Funhouse. Bruce Green from Funhouse. I saw him playing Battlefield the other day, and it looks great. The game looks fantastic. It always has. Battlefield, I think Bad Company 2 was the first one I ever played, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, even the 1947 one where you're like dive bombing and doing World War II on like those islands on in Hawaii or whatever. And yeah, dude, Battlefield is great. What type of montaging would you do in Battlefield? I mean, is it sniping? Because sniping, like the bullet drop in that, like, if you get good at that, man, are you jumping out of jets and rocketing people or what? I mean, that's such a famous clip. I don't know the dude's name. I should know it. It's like a Russian or Swedish dude or German dude or something. I'm probably butchering it as we speak. Yeah, and I really don't know. Yeah, like if it's just my algorithm or if it's just like the colloquial popularity of the game, but I think my YouTube recommended is exactly what's popular right now. And I'm lucky for that because I can kind of follow trends on YouTube and what's going to be popular as it's going, or sometimes before it's even getting popular. I really like that. So Relu, like you and me are probably have like similar YouTube recommendations when it comes to that. But I mean, the games you play and the games you interact with online, definitely, like the internet remembers. They're always watching you guys. You're always watching. Don't do incognito mode because they're still tracking your internet progress. You're only going on there just to hide so no one can see you went to Pornhub. Yeah, like there has to be a lot of people playing Battlefield right now. I'm sure of it. It always treated me right. I like that game. It's so wide open. It's not as fast paced as COD, so I think the attention span of people who get into the game from going from Call of Duty, maybe it turns them off. But I like it. I always liked it. It's a great game. The only thing I can say about Call of Duty right now that I am enjoying zombies more than anything. Like the new zombies mode that they did, I thought I wouldn't like it at first. Having other players on the map, like with you, not just the squad you go into with, like that at first weirded me out a little bit. But now that it's like fully fleshed out and like there's like, I genuinely love it. It's a fun game mode. I play that more than I play multiplayer or Warzone. I don't play Warzone at all right now, so anything I'm doing on Call of Duty is more than Warzone. But still, it's just a perfect balance of chill. Like I can go in solo right now. Go back to my camo grind on that. I mean, I have the game up. Like the camo grind for this is, to me, it's worth it. Cause look at this camo. Are you kidding me? You don't like this camo? Like I am thoroughly like, look at that. I think it looks good on every weapon too. Like if I go and change this weapon, like let's go to the TYR. For example, let's just take a look at it. Still looks great. Still looks great. That looks sick. It's the coolest camo in the game to me. And grinding for it isn't even that... I mean, it is getting a little tedious right now. Because, like... This one right here, 10 kills in 5 seconds, 10 times with this gun. You gotta get, like, line up a bunch of zombies in a row just to get it. It's not, like, the easiest thing to do, this camo grind. But it's fun. Man, it's fun. I have so much fun. The only thing the only other thing about Modern Warfare Zombies I could say I don't like, and I knew I wasn't gonna like this from the beginning, was like the I guess the act missions are just nothing. Just there's nothing there. Like the story, there's no compelling. I mean, there never was a big enough story in any zombies to really get crazy about it. But yeah, paint job's only covering like half the. There's certain guns where like the camo that you get covers the entire weapon. So like, let's go back. Let's take a look. Look at some of these camos. I have 286 camos, and I'm not even halfway through. But look at all the camos. Dude, an insane amount of camos. Just too many to count. But not all of them. Like, some of them go over the gun, but then they have like a scratchiness effect to them that I don't like. It's not as clean. Like, some of these have like little cracks in them, as you can see. Like, this one especially. Like, cool. Like, this is like a German flag camo, but it makes it look like shit. It makes the gun look terrible. You go to some camos, they make the gun look brand new. Like, you never touched it before. So, like, let's go over to here. Like, what is this? Why are there mini scratches on the side here? And this is the cleanest camo that they came out with. It was like a solid color camo. From Modern Warfare 2, they had some cleaner camos back here that were, you know, all right. Like, I like this camo a lot. This is a Nighty Night camo. Literally, the stars light up when you go in the dark, so it's cool. This one covers the whole thing. I thought this one was cool. I liked this one because it had a cool effect to it. Some parts of it are black and some parts of it have that red camo. I like that. I just thought that was clean. Why don't all the camos look like this, like fresh and new? Or why don't we have the choice for that? Cherry Blossom one. There are so many different Cherry Blossom looking ones too. Like, oh my goodness. Like, this one is kind of funny to me. Like, the skulls have like bright eyes and stuff. Like, there are so many camos. This one is kind of like a Cherry Blossom one. There. There are just so many camos. Why? Like, good lord. The Poison Frog ones. Fading Breath, Golden Poison, Amirga, Marbled. Like, do we need all these, man? I guess for all the guns that are in the game, you gotta make sure you have them all, but goodness gracious. Chaos, Red Admirable, like, what in the fuck? Just so many. Makes me laugh. I mean, and they even have event camos that move. Not that well. Like the sand one from the Dune effect is ugly. I know, I'm gonna make a camo that's the ugliest thing possible, and I'm gonna sell it they didn't even sell it. That was a part of a thing you could do, but Black Ops DLC camo came back, and oh yes. Reminiscing again, Black Ops 2 had some crazy good camos. Yes, they were DLC and you had to buy them. Some of them, I mean, those were microtransactions back in the day too. Buying camos was microtransactions. We did have to get our parents to give us some Microsoft points to get it done. But it's still, I mean, dude. When camos were the coolest was when you could earn them, or they had like some special effects on them, like those ones back in Black Ops 2 did. They did the DLC. Wait, did they not have it? Oh, for $3. Yeah, $3 is nothing compared to the $20. You're right. You are correct, sir. You are correct. The money exchanging hands is not in the millions now. I'm sure it was millions, like maybe $1 million back then, but it wasn't all microtransactions for Call of Duty. Guarantee that. Imagine an entire franchise not having to do microtransactions and still having a successful game. I don't know what that looks like. It's hard to know what that looks like nowadays. No, every single successful game has microtransactions. Every game. If you don't put microtransactions in your game nowadays, you're leaving money on the table. I want to see a developer do that. I want to see a developer be like, I'm going to make my game so freaking awesome, and it's going to work so, like, you don't get skins, you don't get camo, you don't get DLC, you get the game, and the game is good. SM2 cancellation. X Labs strike? Not familiar. Might have to inform me on that one. Not as familiar. SM2 Call of Duty? Oh, the Black Ops 2. Oh, okay. You're talking about the Black Ops 2 remake or whatever? I see that. Today on the SM2, or it wasn't, that was in May. That was back in May? It's gone and it's never coming back. Oh no. Was there? Oh dude, I missed out then. I saw this a long time ago and I must have never downloaded it. The SM2, because I was playing what was the phase one with the trick shotting? Black Ops 2. I can't remember. Why am I having a brain fart right now? Is that the same engine? Is that the same people? Oh, dang, dude. We lost. I mean, they got a cease and desist from the developers of Call of Duty. Like, oh, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. A game developer who wants to, like, create something awesome, but, like, dang, that sucks. SM2 looked good. I'm seeing videos of it on their Twitter. That game looked good. Maybe that guy's shaders were nice. Nice. But yeah. Frick, dude. That's not good. We can't have developers cease and desisting our favorite stuff, man. I mean, that happens all the time. Nintendo still cease and D's freaking C&D's nuts. They see and cease and desist Melee tournaments still to this day. Like the Minnesota Melee scene, I think the last time I went to an event was MN Summit, but dude, just always a hassle. Plutonium, that's what it was, Plutonium. Yeah, Plutonium I played. On my old, before I moved to this house, I had my computer all set up where I could just play Plutonium, I could play Melee online, I could play a lot of fun games on my computer. I had Steam set up. My Steam is set up, I just don't have games downloaded. And now that I got a new Xbox with more space, I can just put games on that. I feel like playing something right now. I have no idea. MLB The Show. MLB The Show or nah? It's so hard to decide. I was playing golf. I was playing other games. Like, it's more about motivation today. Just trying to help people out. Maybe that's what I'll start doing. Just having motivational streams because I like doing that. I like helping people. I mean, the goal of this title was to get somebody thinking about it. I had a bad day yesterday, and somebody gave me a compliment. I rode that compliment the rest of the day. Had so many shitty things happen, I didn't care. I had somebody in the chat call me handsome. Made my day. That's all I needed. I wasn't gonna let those little things get to me. Nope. And maybe that's the thing about guys. We can just ride a "you're handsome" for an entire day. I'll take that compliment any day of the week. Especially from my wife. If she tells me I look handsome, ooh boy, I'm having a good day. The rest of that day looks... And she does tell me that all the time, so it's good. My days are usually... We've been busy. Christmas made us both very busy. Yeah, I am multitasking a little bit. So I have another computer right in front of me, and I'm just kind of interacting with my teams and my Outlook because my real job is in fundraising, and I am tasked with 32 schools that I can help with. I can help club programs, all this other stuff. So I'm just trying to, I'm just kind of searching the internet right now to kind of find club teams that I can try to help out with. That's all I'm doing. Some personal stuff for me just to kind of keep me going, but also want to help out people who want to chat with me. That's the whole point. I'm just here. Hang out. Your friend Taylor's here. Motivate you, entertain you, and relax with you. That's all we need today. We can play games too. There's always fun games I can play, or fun games I'll play and you guys can watch me rage at. I try not to rage as much anymore. But sometimes I get frustrated and I just have to be like, bro, I'm out of here. Gotta try a different game or something. But yeah, I multitask all the time. I'm terrible. I have such I need to have multiple things on my screens when I play. Like if I'm playing a video game, if I don't have like sound in the background, or sometimes I play offline when I'm not live streaming and I have a YouTube video up the entire time. I'm like going in between. Oh, social worker is kind of, I think, what you're thinking of, not youth worker. I studied mass communication in college, so for me, I went to school trying to be in broadcasting. I wanted to do ESPN, news, sports network type stuff, and I did while I was there, study and do some internships at radio stations, at newspapers, and in production rooms. And I got a lot of feedback. I got a lot of fun experiences, but it made me not want to continue doing production unless it was on my own, unless I was freelance and doing things on my own. I just have this, like, I could totally fit in with any production crew because one thing I did with my degree was become well versed in all of the different aspects of production and broadcasting, because this doesn't happen to everybody and it shouldn't happen to everybody, but my program when I was in school got changed multiple times, and they ended up removing the broadcasting major in the catalog for it entirely before I even graduated. And then they removed the second one that I got put into as well. So like they were trying to do this huge merger of broadcasting, electronic media into this thing called transition media, and I got caught up in this like stupid windfall, and unfortunately they almost screwed me over out of, well, not just a degree, but out of, a lot of money. You pay a lot of money to go to schools. So I had to get back into school, and Once I got back, like I was back on the dean's list. I was fine, but it was just there's a little struggle there. You have a basic degree? Okay, yeah. If you're a machine fitter, you already have skills that other people don't. Like a lot of people don't know that, you know, these real life skills that you develop at these like craft universities, or like these, you know, people who go to get certified in marine engines and stuff like that, or like, you know, if you become an auto mechanic and you go through those schools, like those are very, very sought after jobs sometimes because they're just the money involved. There's not a lot of notoriety, there's not a lot of fame in them, and I think that's what people get caught up in, is like not every job is gonna have this like flair and like giant, I guess, like you're not gonna have a public image because you're a mechanic, and you shouldn't want to. I mean, maybe if for marketing purposes, but like if you have people coming to your shop and asking about your personal life, you're not doing the work you should be doing. So if you have a machine fitter degree, basic degree, you're already a step ahead of a lot of Americans who just don't know how to work with their hands, and they don't have real life skills. In my opinion, this is all my opinion, mind you. I will not speak for other people and their skills, but from what I can tell, like the harder working people are the people with machine fitter degrees who have craftsmanship and have the ability to DIY. I'm telling you, your calling will change. You're gonna feel like 70 different, I mean, maybe this is just me, but I felt like a couple different things were gonna be my thing, and they still kind of are, but like I think you amass knowledge. You're only 22. You're gonna keep amassing more and more knowledge, and by the time you're my age and you're 30, you're still gonna feel like you don't know anything. That's just gonna be a basic thing for you. If you're 22 years old and you're still in school, or you just got out of school, and you know those jobs that you're looking at are gonna ask for all this experience. What that is literally just like you growing up. They want to see you grow up. Some people have had that opportunity well before this because they either lost their parents or had tough home life where they became the guardian or something like that. Those types of people are honestly, I think, a little more well off if they can survive it, because once they get to those jobs, they already have that resiliency. They have the ability to work hard. Like, you can't teach that. It's something you can't necessarily teach right away. Some people have it, some people don't. But if you're 22 years old, you're going to just keep amassing more and more knowledge, my friend. That's the only thing you're going to keep doing. You'll find your place, because some people don't find it until they're 50, 60, 70 years old. They find that one thing that they do that's like, that makes people remember that's the thing that they did. There's a lot of people that forget about, like, actors used to have like tumultuous lives. Robert Downey Jr. got arrested and was in prison at one point. Then he became Iron Man. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? So like, if you do one thing now and you're like struggling to think like, oh, is this my calling? Trust me, you're gonna find something else. If you keep looking, if you open up the door for opportunities. I firmly believe in that, especially if you're 22 years old. You got a lot of time to figure this stuff out. I'm 30 years old and I've figured out that I know far less than I thought I knew. When I was 18, I knew everything. I knew everything. I knew where I was going. I knew what job I was going to have. I knew the people I was going to know. I knew all this stuff. Did any of that come true? No. Because you can't know those things as a 22-year-old, as a 19-year-old, 18, 17, 16. You can't know any of these things. You don't have the experience. You don't have the knowledge. It's literally what it is. I hated it. I hated hearing, oh, you need more experience. Oh, you need more experience. Oh, you need more experience. I hated hearing that. But it's true. And the only way to get it is to dive deep. And struggle a little bit. Sucks, but you gotta struggle, man. I'm struggling now. I'm 30 years old, man. People struggle. You're allowed to. If you know what you don't want to be, that's the first step. You don't want to be a piece of shit. Nobody wants to be, everyone wants to be a high functioning member of society. Because that's just a respectable thing. When people see that you're doing well, like, people strive to be like you. And when people are trying to be like you, it's a great feeling. I don't know any greater feeling in the world than when people like admire you. That's why being a coach is so fun. I like coaching. I have a coaching side gig. It's because when you get kids to do something and then they see the reward, that look on their face of like, oh, like, yes, that's a feeling that you're gonna strive for. Look, man, being 22 is not a curse. I will tell you that. Being 22 is a gift. You're 22 years old. You have a degree. You have a good outlook on life, especially if you're coming in here and you're able to talk about video games, talk about stuff like that. Like, you have a very privileged life. You have a great life. You should appreciate that. It's hard to appreciate. It's hard for me to remember that every single day. Like, if I'm able to do this, I have a great life. If I'm able to stream to you guys, if I'm able to tell you that, I can if you guys can hear my voice over this live stream, that means I am blessed today. And I look at that as a good thing. I have to. It helps me win that battle I was talking about earlier in the morning. I get to do these things. I have these things. I may struggle with other things like life and figuring out how to make ends meet. Living paycheck to paycheck is not fun. Nobody likes that. But I'm not going to figure out how to get out of it if I don't try, if I don't go through it. You can't figuring out the answer to something without showing your work in life doesn't work. I get why some math teachers really wanted you to show your work. Because you can know the answer, but it doesn't mean you know how to get there. If you don't know how to get there, just having the answer doesn't mean shit. And that's what everyone's trying to figure out is, how do I get there? How do I get there? How do I get there? Sometimes you don't figure out how you get there until you do it. I'm a verbal expressionist. I know what that's like. I figure out how I feel as I talk. It's a weird thing. It's a phenomenon in my head. I'm like, oh, as I'm speaking. Some people have that as they think. I love people who can understand how they're feeling without having to say a word. I struggle with that. I get to learn more about myself by speaking out loud. I hope other people are like me. Maybe I'm the only one in the world. But at least I know how to figure myself out. The chat's been letting me go on and on and on. I've been having a great day, so thank you for this. Giving advice is fun, and I like to help people. So this is exactly what I think I needed today. And if you don't know what you want to be, that's fine. I still don't know what I want to be. I wanted to be all these other things. I still want to be a professional golfer. That'd be fun. I got to put in the work to do that. I'd love to have a better podcast. I'd like to have more guests on. I like to have more of this. I like to have more fundraisers going on right now. I got to put in the work. I'm here today to entertain you guys because I want to broaden my scope, broaden my message, broaden everything. And it starts by doing little stuff like this. Just streaming. Talking to people. Giving advice. Taking advice. I will take advice from people. I like hearing other people's perspectives. That's important. That's an important part of life. If you don't hear other people's perspectives, you are not learning. I'm out of coffee. I am out of coffee. I better order some more. I'll go get some more. I like Speedway's coffee. It's not the greatest of the world, but I don't have any K-Cups left, so can't make my own. Sad to say. I'm gonna be streaming, I don't know, maybe a couple more minutes, 30 more minutes maybe. I'm not sure. I usually do about 2 to 3 hours, or 1 to 2 hours. What am I saying? I usually do about 1 to 2 hour long streams. Typically, I get more done. Typically, I play games, but I am from the US. You're from Finland. That is crazy. I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. I love hearing that people are from other countries. I'm from a very cold climate. I think, is Finland a cold climate? That's something I could look up. What's Finland's climate like? Maritime and continental climate. You guys get both? Lucky. Is it like a wet? Is it wet all the time for you guys? Like I'm a snowy, like I live in a snowy state. It's constantly dry and snowy. 8.27. Well, in terms of Celsius right now, minus 15 Celsius? Is that cold for you guys? Because I want to see minus Celsius. I don't ever use Celsius. It's -1 Celsius for us right now. It's not typical. For us, it's normally like around this time of the year, it's usually like negative like 20 Celsius or more. Like way more than that. We get some pretty cold days. Where my folks got a place in Florida, in the United States, it's 20 degrees Celsius. Or 67 Fahrenheit, which is not bad. It's pretty dang good. Nice, and it gets way hotter than that. It gets to like 20 or 30 Celsius. It's colder and where I got January to February. Okay. Yeah, coldest, we have long cold seasons usually, which are anywhere from October to February usually. Is usually winter for us. But right now it's been a very, very dry I mean, it's raining. It's too hot. It's not even, snow is not even coming close to us right now. I have a side job where I help with snow clearance, and I don't even get to do my job right now. This is the weirdest year for this. I'm very surprised. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm gonna get some food. Just grab a little snack, and I will be back. Yeah, we're just gonna keep streaming. So I'm gonna be right back. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. There it is. There it is. That was the one I wanted. That's my shortcut. All right, we're back. So Rello asked if it was early for me. I mean, it's noon for me. Yeah, it's PM for you if you're in Finland. You say, what time is it in Finland? I guess I could look up the world clock. Helsinki. What time is it in Helsinki? It's 8 o'clock. You're going to bed soon, son. I don't know what your sleep schedule's like, but yeah, you be going to bed soon, huh? I'm gonna play some Wreckfest. So I play this game when I want to just race and have some fun. But yeah, this game is a little sweet spot for me. Racing game. I like the. It's like bumper cars, except for way more fun. There's a bunch of unique cars in this game and ways to have fun. So I have a bunch of cars, like this Venom freaking leopard car, which is fun to use. Woke up at 6 a.m. Yeah, you've been up for a while, my man. That's a good day. That's a good day. I do watch anime from time to time. Recently, I just finished Baki on Netflix, and I loved that. I think Baki is one of my favorite animes that I've seen recently. Hunter x Hunter was the one I watched right before that. I've watched Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, however you want to say it. I've watched that multiple times. The one I want to go back and watch, because I miss it from my childhood, is Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho, when I first saw that, was one of the coolest animes. I don't know, like I was very impressed by the story, and it wasn't the greatest animation, but it's what led me into loving Dragon Ball Z and like Pokemon. And I watched the Pokemon animated series a lot up until Gen 3, I want to say. I probably slowed down on watching, but still played. Top 3, yeah, Hunter x Hunter is in my top. To me, it's top 2. I have so many good memories of watching it. I watched it with an ex-girlfriend, which made me not want to watch it for a while, but it's such a good anime that it overrode all of those negative feelings I had about it, because it's such a good series. The Chimera Ant arc is so good. Yeah, One Piece I've heard is insane. I've heard One Piece has a very long road to finishing it, so if you're on episode 26, good luck, my friend. It's gonna take you a while to get out of there. I think One Piece, was it Bleach and like Naruto have like very long viewing like things you had to go through. I used to watch anime with some friends of mine who play Super Smash Brothers in Melee in Minnesota, and we would watch Prince of Tennis. The anime is such a joke anime, but it's so funny because just the way they talk. Just, oh, he's so good. He put backspin on his backhand. Oh, it was so funny. I can't remember. One of the characters just reminded us of one of our friends, and yeah, it was such a good anime for what it was. The first season we watched, like I think the first season, and then we all fell out of love with it because it just took us more time than we wanted it to finish. But dude, he's the Playboy Cardi of anime. He never drops something. Oh yeah, I'm sick of waiting for more Hunter x Hunter. I think I don't know if there is supposed to be more or not, but I know that the creator of Hunter x Hunter also was like heavily involved in another anime, or his wife was involved in another anime. I can't remember. These dudes are all trying to freaking wreck me, man. What am I doing? I'm in third place now because I'm not driving fast. Being too cautious. Quit trying to wreck me, son. Gotta win this race. These guys are trying to steal my victory. It's my victory royale. Hunter x Hunter is, yeah, top 3 animes of all time. Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite one still. I will watch the Dark Tournament arc. I could watch that a million times. The Chimera Ant arc and the Dark Tournament arc are the 2 greatest arcs in anime history. Those have the most captivating storylines, like best character like development, dialogue, intensity. I mean, there are so many good moments in every single episode of the Chimera Ant arc. There's not, like, it doesn't even feel like the filler episodes are fillers. Like, they all feel like they have some sort of substance and they lead to something, because they all create so much tension and so much. Oh man, dude, that is a great 2 of the greatest arcs of all time. Yeah, the writer's been sick. Oh no. If the manga's over, then like, we're not gonna get any more Hunter x Hunter, which sucks. Good lord, it's such a good anime. Good anime, good manga, good just overall publication. That was a bad turn. Forgot about it. Don't read chat and drive, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna read chat this entire time. Kamugi. Oh yeah. Yeah, the ending of Hunter x Hunter could have been just that, and I would have been so satisfied. But the fact that they, like, you know, showed you what happened after and everything too is so good. Like, I mean, you can't end Hunter x Hunter on that. Obviously, there'd have to be like at least one more, but they did like a whole, you know, the election arc and everything after that too. Like, Meruem and Kamugi, like, they have such a, you know, compelling storyline together. Like, man, it's what makes anime so good. It's what makes that arc so good, is like the storytelling of the tension. Like, I recommend everybody go watch, if you're just gonna watch one part of Hunter x Hunter, you definitely watch like that arc. It's an entire season, but it's, yeah. And yeah, the Dark Continent arc, I've read so much about it, and I'm curious to see how they could make it any, like, the game part, like the island. Ooh man, that arc was good too. Like, you have so many moving parts, and the entirety of that was just meant for Gon to go meet his dad eventually. Like, yeah. That whole thing was teasing. It was funny, is the Dark Continent arc has been being teased for a long time, not just before that. Like, they give you, if you think about why Gon's dad, why Jing is so popular, is because of the Dark Continent. It's because he, like, probably, you know, is the only person they think could go there and like actually have success. Go there and not die immediately, because apparently, like, Nen users are obsolete in the Dark Continent or something. Like, they just, like, the Dark Continent is so much way more badass than anything anybody's ever seen. But imagine if we get to see that. That'd be cool. I'd love to see it in an anime, not a get the what? This dude's on top of me. What the I had a danged car on top of me. What in the hell? Oh. Yeah, there is something to be said when people read the mangas. Oh god. I'm okay. Ah, shit, those guys hit me. Yeah, the manga can get a little tedious, and I think that's similar to like Naruto and stuff like that. Like people have complained about that for a long time. Like they say like it just takes so long to read. Like, man, I don't want to go through all that just to get to the part that I really like. But it's a good point. Having to read people's mind is tough. Hisoka and Chrollo were a unique pairing. In Hisoka, you never really understand his motives for things. He definitely just wants to see like strong people and like fight them, but he also has this weird like lust factor for like not death, but like facing death, I guess, like facing the ultimate fear of like, oh, this guy could fucking kill me, but I want to get close to the edge and test my strength. It's not even a testing of strength. Yeah, the dialogue and I guess the thought processes of each character are going to be way more complex in mangas, and it causes you. It is reading like a novel, and there's some pretty good novels out there. So I may have to get back into reading some of that. Maybe. I love seeing it though. Anime. If we can get more Hunter x Hunter, woo. I am on board. I will sit down and make sure my wife watches it. She's seen some Hunter x Hunter and she liked it, but I think it was a little too slow paced. Like, some people's minds just don't work the same, and they have a smaller attention span for some stories to develop, and that happens with. I know somebody who didn't like Breaking Bad. Like, I didn't know how you could like Breaking Bad, one of the greatest TV series of all time, and like they were like, oh, I just didn't like it. I'm like, still to this day, like, yeah, no, I've only watched the first season. Yeah, you do. If you only watched the first season, you didn't allow it to get good. Oh well. You never knock some people who don't try it. I mean, you can knock people for not trying it, but you can't. They shouldn't have opinions on whether it's good or bad. Then, like, definitely not. You watched Elephant Live? If not, I ain't gonna talk about it. Yeah, no, don't talk about it. If I don't remember off the top of my head, then I won't say anything. Watch Elephant Live. No, I have not. I have not. At least I don't think I have. I've watched a lot of things. Sometimes I forget. I'm a very forgetful person sometimes. I don't mean to, but I've hit my head a bunch. Had a lot of concussions back in high school. I had enough concussions for people to think I was a fighter. Like, they thought I was an MMA or something. Okay, look, I agree with you that Breaking Bad getting to the 4th season, like, I was interested because maybe it's just me and like Cranston and the guy who played Jesse Pinkman, like they were good characters. Like I maybe I'm more forthcoming with allowing characters to develop, but some people just like they just didn't understand. Why would Walt just go straight to cooking meth? It's like he didn't go straight to cooking meth. And if you watch the show, you'll understand why he freaking became an unhinged lunatic. I don't know. Great series to me. Great series. I've always loved. And the Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, like the spinoff, was awesome. So good. That's another one. Like, that's another one that I'm like, I know people didn't like or didn't give a chance because like either they didn't watch Breaking Bad, they didn't like Breaking Bad, or they didn't watch enough of it and give it a chance. Oh, I'm gonna hit the wall. Okay. I don't even know what I took in the last race. I freaking choked. I got rocked. I flipped over. And choked here too. Oh, my car is way too powerful. Shot. Not a good run of this tournament. I've already beaten this game, but it just shits and gigs now. just chug big time. Fast food. Fuck out of here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I could restart the race, but I don't want to. I just want to move on. Yeah, you are definitely. You are wrong, Relu. I'm sorry, bro. Breaking Bad is so good. I have. That and Dexter are like some of my favorite shit to go rewatch. Like, I rewatch Dexter a lot, and that's not everyone's favorite cup of tea. I read the books of Dexter as well, so like, let me get that out of the water too. Like, Dexter was a great series to me, and it's a niche that I like that, and I'm not sure. The new Dexter that came out, I watched like 2 episodes of it, and like I finished it, but like I was not happy. It was not as good as the original. Even the ending of Dexter is terrible. Like, I will always be mad about that. The ending of the book of Dexter pisses me off too. Oh well. There are better shows out there. Breaking Bad, namely, is one of my favorite shows ever. It's funny when you think of like the all-time shows. Like, there are some shows that I like. Me being born when I was like didn't allow me to like get to capture some of the great TV series, but also I've been alive for some of the coolest new movies that have come out. When I was studying film in college, like, you know, in my film class, like we watched Casablanca, we watched older movie. God, what am I thinking? Can't think right now. I'm trying to race. We watched a lot of fun movies. Citizen Kane. We watched the Orson Welles. I think we watched everything by Orson Welles, if we could. But then we watched like Apocalypse Now, and like you're like, well, Marlon Brando is a great actor, except for he let himself go, and yet he still put on a tremendous performance. Fuck Marlon Brando. You ain't gonna watch it, bro. I mean, you don't have to. Ain't nobody putting a gun to your head. But if you're gonna tell me that it's not good, then I got a bone to pick, because you haven't seen it. It's just the people who say that they don't like it and it's not good and haven't watched all the way through that I get pissed at. Because it's like, you gotta watch it. Even if you don't like it, watching it as much as you can, all the way through, tells me that you actually have a valid opinion about something, because you watched it front to back. It's up to you, man. This was a life advice thing earlier, but not now. This is just, you do what you want to do, man. Do what makes you happy. But if we're gonna talk about good TV series, like, what are you guys watching right now? Like, is there? I mean, with the writer's strike and everything going on right now in the U.S., I don't know if that is everywhere. Oh my God! Oh my goodness! What just happened to me? What is my car doing? I'm in last place now. Cool. So you don't think Breaking Bad is bad? I just think there's other things you'd rather see. Oh, of course. There's a niche sometimes to how things work. Like, if you're not invested in something like other people are, like Game of Thrones, there's one. Game of Thrones is one that I watched all the way through, and obviously the end is not my favorite, but it was a great series while it ran. But like, I think the reason it was so captivating is because there's so many like people talking about it. Like, the only thing you heard from like on Sundays was like, oh, did you see Game of Thrones? And if you didn't, you were like out of the loop. I don't know. I was very a friend of mine, like, I think it was when I was working at the golf course or something like that, told me to like read the books first, and I was like, man. Are you talking about Game of Thrones? You watched 2 episodes? You only watched 2 episodes of Game of Thrones and quit. Wow. That's true, bro. You truly didn't give it a chance. I mean, okay, let's be fair. Let's be very fair. The first scene in Game of Thrones is literally like brother and sisters having sex. That's not like, that's just a weird way to start. It's kind of a weird way to start the show. But it's the medieval times, so like you're like, oh, I could see it, I guess. I mean, there's still people fucking each other now that are you know, brotherhood. But I mean, the whole series it gets good in the middle. What's sad is like Game of Thrones was so good in the middle. It's kind of like Dexter in my opinion, where like how do you dismount from such a good show? It's hard to dismount. Hard to leave a good show ending on a good note. That's really hard to do. I think every show probably every show struggles with that. Every good show either runs for too long or ends too early, it feels like. Yeah, I think attention spans have to do with like what's popular too. I think we've definitely shortened our attention spans in terms of like what we like and deliverability. If it doesn't capture our attention right away, I'm with you. Like sometimes media is a little too slow paced, where like if we're not captivated by it right away, we're not gonna invest enough time to like sit there through a series or a long movie just to like get why it's good. Consuming brain rot content. That's TikTok. I do that all the time while I'm sitting on a toilet. It's good to brain rot sometimes, I guess, because if you don't know what's good. If you're only consuming good content, everything you consume is brain rot. Sometimes you gotta consume some bad content, some NPC streams on TikTok, just to, you know, break out of that shell. I don't watch a single NPC stream. I would never. Ice cream, yeah. Heart, yeah. It's like, what are we doing? Oh, that guy who became the Spider-Man NPC, that dude that's just stupid. Like, it's a gimmick. If you're known for being an NPC, yikes. NPC streamer. I could see people doing it to like build an audience and then like branching out, but once you branch out, people are like, oh, you're not the Spider-Man NPC guy anymore. You need your kawaii dopamine. You know, to some people they need it. Then One Piece, and like, I think you said you started One Piece. Yeah, you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna get your Nami fix in no time. Nami is your best friend now. You can just watch that forever. Because since it is a very long series, you could read it too, and I'm sure it'd be the same. Are these cars the same car, just two different colors? I'm dive bombing the inside. This guy's name's Fast Freak. He won the last race. Ooh. What am I doing? Oh shit. Oh, you beat me, fucker. If you're being real with yourself, like, that's good. Like, you know what you like. Anime right now is your niche. You're 22 years old, you're allowed to like anime. Oh, did I win? Second. Fudge. So close. Is there an order that is better than just going the normal way, or what's the proper way to consume One Piece? I mean, so like Dragon Ball Z, you could skip filler episodes and you would never know. Like, they could cut out a good 75 episodes in Dragon Ball Z of just nothingness, and you get every. That's why Dragon Ball Z Kai came out, so that they could just like make their series more consumable for the freaking. They did that 10 years too early. They did Dragon Ball Z Kai way too early. They should do it now. Make their content consumable. Make it more digestible. Like Dragon Ball Z could be the biggest series in the world right now if they just made it, consumable again. I love Dragon Ball Z. That's such a good series. It's surprising to me that it's not as popular as people think, or as I think, I guess. I watched all of Dragon Ball Super. That's another one I watched before Hunter x Hunter, because that was sick. Hunter x Hunter, like, I think led me into watching a bunch of other animes I had watched and continuing forward. So Dragon Ball Super was the one after that. After my first initial Hunter x Hunter watch, I watched, Dragon Ball Super. Oh, I finished Haikyuu, the volleyball one, last year too. What an anime. I didn't know I could care about volleyball until I watched an anime about it. That's funny to me. And I'm sure there's a couple basketball ones. I know there's a baseball manga, but I'm not sure if there's a anime out there that's good. I know there's a golf manga about a guy, so I don't know. Consuming that stuff is interesting. The most popular ones are obviously the ones about like fantasy and monsters and stuff, but like the sports ones, to me, when they get popular, especially a volleyball one that's not like the most popular sport, you're like, damn, you'd think there'd be like a soccer one first that's more popular. Or maybe there is that I just don't know about. There's a way to watch One Piece that doesn't take the time and make more fun. Chronological order is obviously like true test of strength if you're a hardened, grizzled anime watcher, but if your attention span has been reduced thanks to the world, then you might as well consume it in the more consumable way. You can do it however you like. It's just you got to make sure you're I don't know. Makes it more fun is a double-edged sword here. I think you can consume any anime in any order you want, but if you're going to have, like I said, those filler episodes and you just need to get, like, man, we could all have like a Dragon Ball Z Kai for Naruto. I'm sure there's a better way to consume that and make it more fun, make it easier, and make it so like doesn't feel like such a slog to go through 300 episodes. Because if you ask me, I think Relu, you're right. Like, I think 22 minutes. I think 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes is like the perfect length of time for any show. It gives you time to take a break, get a drink, go to the bathroom, And you can kind of like watch 2 episodes an hour, and you can really, I don't know. You feel like you get something. You watch one episode, you're like, oh, I want to watch another. You watch the second one, if it's good enough, you're like, all right, cool. That's why I like Dragon Ball Z. They would show 2 episodes, at least in the US, when they were doing it right. They would have one episode on when I came home, put the new episode on first, and then the next episode come on after that. I would finish my food. I would come home, make a snack, go to practice, come back, and there'd be more Dragon Ball Z on. I was like, yes. Show me more. So consuming 2 episodes a day is kind of... I did watch Bleach. I don't think I finished it. And I can't remember what arc I don't even remember what arc I got to. I do remember in Bleach, there was like this unbeatable dude that wouldn't die. And he had to fight him. He had like crazy scars and like an eye patch. He was this big, long, black-haired dude. That's when I stopped. I know that because I got to that fight and I was like, that fight was insane. I just did. I was like, how does it get better? But I was also watching Full Metal Alchemist at the time too. Another good series, Full Metal Alchemist. I would stay up late to watch that on Adult Swim. Yeah, there are fillers upon fillers in Bleach. I remember that. There's times when they're in the like, was it like the Institute or like they're like trying to rise through the ranks. I can't remember what arc that is. And just like every other episode, it's just like them talking the whole time. I'm like, man, I stayed up late to watch this. Sometimes I would miss out because Bleach would come on before Full Metal Alchemist. And I'd fall asleep. I'd wake up to the end of Full Metal Alchemist or something, like on the second go around, in like 3 a.m. Fuck. I really liked Adult Swim. So if you don't know what Adult Swim is, Adult Swim was this, or it still is, a TV network that showed on Cartoon Network, like late at night, so that like you could watch all your favorite shows and animes that you in Japan that were getting dubbed, that were, you know, maybe a little too risque. Family Guy would come on first, which was dumb as hell. You shouldn't have skipped fillers, but 64 to 108 fillers are so bad. Yeah. How many? That's another good question. How many filler episodes are in Dragon Ball Z? There's 38? There's more than that. To me, there's, all right, 38 is a good number. Out of 290 episodes, there's 38. That's actually surprising. How many are in Bleach? 165. Okay. I was not wrong. I was sort of right with Dragon Ball Z, but I was not wrong about Bleach. Bleach, 165? Over half of the original anime's episode count. Okay. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, Bleach. That's a tough one. That is a tough anime to get through. 165 filler episodes. No wonder I would fall asleep to that show. No freaking wonder. And okay, please tell me there's not a lot in Full Metal Alchemist. Three reported filler episodes? That's what I'm fucking talking about. 6% out of the 50 episodes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's why that anime was good. Because there's no fillers. Check Naruto. Okay, let's check Naruto's. How many fillers are in Naruto? I can spell today. 91 out of 220. That's 41%. That's a lot. So right now, Bleach probably has the record. Because it's got 165, which is over half. Fullmetal Brotherhood doesn't have any? One reported filler episode. It says there's one. It literally says one. So it literally barely has, it has one. One. Naruto Shippuden filler. No, that's Shonen. Shippuden filler list. 203. Naruto Shippuden contains 500 episodes. 203 reported fillers. I've watched FMA, just Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood. At least I don't think so. It's a good question. Have I seen this? Yeah, I probably only saw the first one. Yeah, I've only seen the first. I haven't seen Brotherhood. Might go. That might be the next one I watch. I keep getting recommended because of Baki. What was my recommendeds after that? How many does Baki have? There are some fillers. Yeah, dude, Naruto's fillers are newt. Season 1. Well, Baki has so many different iterations, and I've only seen Baki the Grappler, the one on Netflix. I haven't watched Brotherhood. I'm going to. Yeah, that's going to be my next one. I'm surprised I haven't either, because I love Full Metal Alchemist. Maybe it just wasn't accessible to me, and I didn't have a way to watch it. That might be what it was. Because there was a time when I was in college where I just didn't have access to anything other than like Adult Swim, and like before that in high school I only had Adult Swim. And then when I got to college and figured out how to like get access to that stuff, like I was watching like Hunter x Hunter. I was watching other stuff like that. So I wasn't even. Yeah, that's I can't believe I didn't watch it either. That's crazy. Huh. Because they didn't read the whole story yet. That's. I wish maybe Game of Thrones would have taken a note from Full Metal Alchemist, because maybe we'd have a better series. Better ending, whatever. Yeah, that's. So they had to create a second series, just so that they could finish it out. Crazy. Been a crazy talk, bro. Relu, you're the man, by the way. You're an awesome person for sticking with me. All 6, 7, 8 people, whoever has been here. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I've hit my limit for today. Starting to get a little socially. I mean, I'm not even outside, and I'm getting a little socially anxious. But I've had a lot of fun chatting, and I've had a lot of fun giving my perspective on things. If you guys want to see more of stuff like this, if you guys enjoyed this stream, I really would appreciate a subscription. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, but first we need to hit 500 so that I can do some more stuff on YouTube. And that's on me. So I got to do a better job of promoting my content and getting better content on here for you guys. I took a hiatus from the podcast because my uncle has cancer, so I've been kind of bummed out recently because of that. I haven't announced that to anybody until just now, so that's kind of how this is going. Yeah, it's been a crazy few weeks for me, so getting back into content creating, getting back into doing stuff like this has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy streaming. I enjoy hanging out with chatters. I like talking about anime. I love talking about life. I mean, this is this is fun for me. So if you guys want to see more of this stuff, let me know with a like button and the subscription. That's the little way that you guys can help me out. I want you guys to have a great new year. Seriously, you guys have the best new year you guys can. If you're spending it with somebody you love, or if you're just having a good time with yourself, take care of yourself, take care of your mental. I will be here in the future to talk to you guys more. Let's make a thing of this. Let's chat again, Relu. I appreciate you as well. It's very, very nice to chat with you all the way from Finland. I appreciate you. I will try to do more morning streams to kind of keep you up before you go to bed and soothe you to sleep with my voice. We'll try that in the future. But yes, thank you so much, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, you guys.